Let's talk for a second about how to plan a wedding shower. This responsibility usually falls on the maid of honor. However, it could be any number of people. It could be mothers, sisters, aunts. Sometimes people even have multiple showers nowadays. Well, whoever you are, don't worry. There's some basics to follow. It'll keep it very easy. You want to talk to the bride and find out about guest list. The invitees to the wedding shower are going to be invited wedding guests only, but not all of them. Typically, it's closer friends and family and bridal party. So you'll get that information from her. You want to time the shower about 4 to 6 weeks before the wedding, but again, talk to her and make sure that you're working well with timing of bachelorette parties and other festivities that she has going on. Brides get really stressed out 4 to 6 weeks before the wedding. You know it's true, bride. I'm sorry. But don't add to that stress. Just work with her on the timing, put a little buffer in between each of these events, and it'll go very, very smoothly. Choose a location. Do you want to host this in your home and have food brought in, or you could even make a potluck out of it, or would you like to go out to eat? Either one is completely acceptable. Funding is a little optional depending on what you choose to do. If you're going to do this in your home, you're probably going to foot the bill for this. You may go in on it with a couple of other relatives or members of the bridal party or friends. If you go out to eat, a lot of times people expect to pay as they go, or if you're able to, you can foot the bill there as well. It's completely up to you. A couple of alternative ideas. Incorporate a theme into this event. It makes gift giving and buying a lot easier. Or if your bride is not a bridey bride, a girly girl, but she still wants to have a shower and be showered with love from her friends, go for something completely different. Margaritas out at a local Mexican restaurant or a night of karaoke can be considered a shower as well. Create entertainment at the shower, which is usually in the form of games. Some of the old school traditional games are counting how many ribbons the bride breaks when she's opening presents, and that number equals the number of children she'll have in the future. There's also a make a wedding dress out of toilet paper game. Those are some old standards. I also like newer versions of games. Play something like a newlywed game. Quizzes about how well she knows her groom. And a really fun twist on this, get some pieces of clothing from her groom that she doesn't know that you've gotten, traditional things that really look like him. And if she answers questions wrong, maybe she has to put a piece of that clothing on. If she gets too many questions wrong, she ends up dressed like her future husband. That works well for me. So you have your invitations, they've gone out, you have your location, food is coming in, entertainment. She's going to be on bridal registries. Make sure she registers for some stuff that's personal just for her so people have that to choose from. Let your guests know exactly what you're doing, where those registries are, and let them be clear on what's expected that day. You'll have a lot of fun showering the bride with gifts and food and love.